Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mindful Homestead on a very snowy New England day. We were anticipating more snow than this. They were calling for up to 8 inches, and we got what you're seeing here. So I thought I was going to do a snow blowing video today with the Kubota. You can see in the last video I got that all set up for today. But right now, we're really just doing some light cleanup work. Daddy's got the shovel, Emma's playing, and I'm not going to snow blow the driveway because this is actually, with it being a little bit wet, a great base for us to kind of build up the driveway for the rest of the winter, hoping this freezes. Legs.
I make it snowing.
So while we're out here playing in the snow, I wanted to give you guys a quick video because it's a question we've been asked before about why we don't keep pigs through the winter. It's not a super crazy long-winded explanation. Really, I can only think of 3 reasons why we don't keep pigs in the winter. One is going to be first and foremost just the logistics of dealing with the weather that we have up here in New England. You can see we've got 3 inches of snow on the ground right now. It's the middle of December, and this is fairly common, but it's also pretty common for us to have had this snow for the months leading up to it. October is not unheard of, November is not unheard of for snowstorms like this. And that presents issues for us as far as workload with the pigs. It means we have to be shuttling more water around because we can't use hoses, they freeze up on us. It means we need to use stock tank heaters, so we need to run extension cords for them. We would need to shovel paths in the snow to get access to the pigs to feed them and things like that. Those are logistical things that with our setup, we're not really able to take on. Jackie and I both work full time, so we have a limited amount of time to do our pig chores every day. And when you start introducing the issues that weather pops up, it results in much earlier mornings, much longer feeding times and things like that. And it's not really a chore that we want to take on. Beyond those logistical issues, there's also health issues that can arise for the pigs. As you saw, we had a pig this year develop a respiratory issue, and I'm pretty sure that had to do with the hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold swings that we'd been having. And just like humans, pigs don't like that sort of weather. It can result in illness. And when you talk about taking pigs through an entire winter, if those pigs are younger, like feeder pigs would be, they're more susceptible to issues. And when you're looking at raising those pigs for meat, every pig that you take on and you're feeding, you want that pig to get to market weight. You want it to be a full whole pig that you can sell for meat or put in your own freezer. You know, if we were looking to have a March processing date for a winter batch of pigs, that means we'd be bringing pigs on in August or September. To do that, I mean, you're now talking about 4-month-old pigs going into winter, like the heart of winter, snow, deep snow, cold temperatures. You know, we can get down to negative digits here in New Hampshire. We can get up to 3 feet of snow, you know, in a clip if we get a good storm coming through. You know, it's a big risk to bring young pigs into weather like this. So for us, and on the scale that we're doing it, we choose not to.
Yeah.
Who's that?
A snowman.
What's his name?
We should call him
What should
Frosty
you call
Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh, we should.
You should make a snow pig.
We should. We should make a snow pig.
Well, maybe Daddy could do that.
Daddy's got no gloves, and Daddy's got to record a video. The next reason why we don't carry pigs through the winter is marketability of the pigs. So I just mentioned if we were to bring pigs through winter, we would be looking at a March processing date, March or April. And March and April is not necessarily a time where people are thinking about filling their freezers for the long winter ahead. It's not the harvest time. It's not your, it's not what people are thinking about. For us, we process our pigs in November, and that is a time of year where by and large people are thinking about putting away food for the upcoming winter. They're thinking about the holidays that are coming up. They've got social gatherings that they're thinking about that are going to revolve around food mostly. For a small producer, having sell-through on our product is important. We don't have a lot of freezer space that we can necessarily sit on things. Technically, we're not even allowed to sell product individually. It has to be in wholes or halves before the animals are processed. For us, having all those animals sold and having people purchase those animals in a time of year where they're thinking about putting away this food, that's a big deal for us. It allows us to make sure our animals are sold. It allows us to make sure we're not sitting on meat. It's generally just an easy time of the year for us to sell product. Not to drag buzzwords and things into it, but there's also a lot of people that with the new year coming on, they want to set a New Year's resolution, and they're saying they want to eat cleaner, they want to eat healthier, and our pork falls in line with that. It's a good thing for people to think about if they want to eat healthier and they want to eat cleaner. Pasture raised, antibiotic free, natural pork like the stuff we're raising, that's a good thing. That fits into their plan. So that's the second reason why we don't carry pigs into the winter. The third is a pretty selfish reason, but I think Jackie knows what I'm going to say. Hey Jackie.
What?
When do we go on vacation?
Pre-COVID times in the winter.
When you have pigs and when you have livestock, it's important that if you're not around, you have somebody that can take care of them. What is that?
A pig.
It's a pig?
Yeah. Well, we can make something else.
So you got your snow pig. What's his name? Her name?
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman. And what's the pig's name?
Peanut.
Peanut? That's Snow Peanut?
Yeah, no peanut.
Snow Peanut. No pigs in the winter means that we can take a break. And, we're in weird times right now. We're not exactly going on vacations. But in years past, we liked to visit people that we knew who lived in places like Key West or, travel down to New Jersey and see my parents and things like that. When you have animals, especially when you have the weather that we have, you need a farm sitter. Farm sitters cost money, and not for nothing, but there's a lot of things that could possibly go wrong that we don't want to necessarily drop on the shoulders of a farm sitter who's just here to feed and water animals. All of a sudden the power goes out, and then the electric fences don't work, and then the water heaters don't work, and you've got to lug out a generator and get that fired up. With our chickens and our ducks, it's a lot easier to just come back here, dump out the waters, check their food, and then they're all set. Really, you just got to collect eggs. The rubber tubs that we use for water, they're very easily cleaned out. You don't have to worry about heating them because you can just kick ice out every morning. Feeder is nice and sheltered. You can fill that feeder and it can have up to 3 days worth of food in it versus the pigs you got to feed every day. Eggs are easy to collect. Other than that, they take care of themselves. Now there is one fourth reason, which I'm going to devote an entire video to, so I won't really clog up this video with it. But the fourth is that we don't farrow, so it doesn't make sense financially to keep pigs through the winter. If we don't have to feed a pig through the winter, that's money in our pocket that we don't have to worry about. But I'll talk about that in an entire other video, because that goes into the topic of why we don't farrow our own piglets and why we're still a feeder operation. That said though, Jackie and Emma just headed inside. I'm starting to get a little cold. We got everything cleaned up that we needed to. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna have some hot chocolate and hang out for a little bit. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a great day. Click down below to subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber and you want to see more of our life here on the farm. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day. Bye.